I know a lot of us get really interested in our hobbies, and we tend to think, you know, hey, if we really like reading mystery novels, maybe we should write a mystery novel. If we really like drinking coffee, maybe we should try our hand at roasting coffee. Pipes and tobacco, maybe we should try blending, building pipes. And however foolish that is, I've gotten to that point. I would absolutely love to start doing some coffee roasting, but that's not what I got started. I actually have been working on a mystery novel, but I'm not really ready to talk about that quite yet. But the one thing I have started doing is making pipes. Now, I've been turning wood for a couple years now, and some of the things I've been making is, you know, like this little bowl that I made from a piece of catalpa wood that I found on the side of the road. This is a bowl I made for a friend that's from an elm tree that was in her parents' yard in Colorado. I make some things that are somewhat marketable, like this little ring dish where you can keep your ring and you can keep your watch or your bracelets or whatever else. And the one thing that I've been making that people tend to like the most are whiskey smokers. And I have one here kind of packaged to ship, right? But I make these little whiskey smokers. And what you do with them is you'll put the whiskey smoker on top of your cocktail. It even comes with a little bit of shavings that I made that were produced from making it. You put it in there, you tamp it down very much like you're tamping your pipe, and then you use a torch lighter, and the smoke comes down and actually comes through these little holes. So this is what I've been doing for a couple years now, and I'm really enjoying that. But the big thing that I've done recently is start making pipes. So I've even come up, so I grew up on a pecan orchard, right? And this is my logo. It's Trim Treen. And Trim Treen was what I was using, the name I was using when I was building all of these things, because trim is little things that are made for decoration. And treen is actually a word used for small, usable wooden objects. So all of this would be treen. And, you know, if I made Christmas ornaments or something like that, I'd consider that trim. So when I started making pipes, that seemed a little weird to call it Trim Treen pipes. So that's why I included the Watson Handmade. And these are the first, so really the first pipe I thought I made that looked marketable was this nice billiard that I made. I'm about 10 pipes in. The first 9, well, before I made these, the first 9 were iffy, to say the best. I got the drilling down pretty quickly, but the shaping, especially for the stem, it took a while. But I'm excited to show you these. And the reason that I'm telling you all of this is because I'm super proud of them. It started where it's looking, so here's a little forward canted barrel that I made with it's kind of a faux military mount, because the acrylic accent extends around the end and the Delrin tenon goes in. So there's one, really happy with that. My rustication, I'm really happy with. I'm excited about that. Here is a pot with a blue saddle bit and a black acrylic accent. And see on the bottom, there's my Trim Treen pecan. This one is my other pot with a, that's a Bolivian rosewood accent and a fake amber, so a faux amber acrylic stem. A nice little smooth. Then I have this one, which I really think turned out nicely. It's a I think I'd call that a straight prince with rustication. You can see a lot of the grain coming through it. I got a smooth rim, a green and turquoise accent, and then just a nice kind of fishtail stem. And then the last one I wanted to show you is one that I actually made that I'm giving to my friend Roland tonight. Tonight's our pipe club night. But this is a nice little pencil shanked billiard. Again, I don't know why I tend to do this, but I think it looks pretty nice to give a smooth rim with a rusticated dark rest of the stummel. And this one has a little kind of a brown, chocolatey, and yellow acrylic accent, and then a much longer fishtail stem. And also with these, my son is making my little pipe socks. So we don't know if we're going to stick with the ones that have a button. We may go with the drawstring. I understand now why we do drawstrings. They're a little simpler to make. But and this has the faint kind of a faint stamp of Trim Treen on it. But those are my first 5. Plus this one. This is one I'm keeping because there's a pretty significant flaw right in the place where you don't want to have a flaw. So I don't want to sell this one. I really don't even want to give this one out to friends, because if it was even mildly mistreated, I think the shank may actually separate. But it's a nice pipe, and since I know it's there, I can watch out for it. But it smokes well. I've been really happy with the airflow through these. That came along pretty quickly, but I'm just continuing to work on this. I think my aesthetic at this point, I'm sure it will evolve, but my aesthetic at this point is kind of classic English shapes with, you know, some kind of flair, some kind of little accent here or there. But I really want them to be nicely smokable. And you know, like I said, for a long time I really was hesitant to make pipes because I do very much respect pipe makers. And it wasn't until I've built up enough experience building things like bowls and the whiskey smoker and things like that that I got the confidence. And actually I feel like I am skilled enough at this point to make you know, nice pipes. I'm not going to go in at a super high price point. I'm going to get some out there, and I'm just excited. Maybe we'll talk in a few months, and I'll be talking about a new mystery novel that I wrote, or a poem, or even coffee I'm roasting. But it's hard for me to be a bystander. I really like to jump in it. So if you see any of my pipes floating around, take a peek at them. I'm excited to start this next chapter, and I'm excited to bring y'all along with me. So I hope y'all have a great day. I'm about to get ready and go to Pipe Club tonight. So I hope you're enjoying time with friends as well. Till I make another video, have a great day.